The topic of this video is solving absolute value inequalities. Let's look at a problem. Solve the inequality. Graph the solution set. Alright, we have the absolute value of the difference, 7t minus 2, is less than or equal to 12. Alright, so just as we would do with our other inequalities that involve absolute value, the first step is to identify if we have any expressions inside absolute value and replace them with star. So we get the absolute value of star must be less than or equal to 12. Okay, less than is like a dog on a leash. So you have to imagine that you have a leash at 0. It's a 12-foot leash. Where can the dog go? Anywhere from -12 to +12. So star has to be in between -12 and +12 for this particular problem. Okay, now that we got rid of our absolute value bars, we can put star back the way it used to be. So we have -12 is less than or equal to, 7t minus 2 is less than or equal to 12. To solve this, we need to get t alone. And because it is in the middle, we need to get the t alone here, and whatever we do to achieve that must be done in all three zones of our three-part inequality. First, we get rid of the subtract 2 using addition. So we're going to add 2 in all three zones. This gives us -12 plus 2 is -10, less than or equal to. -2 plus 2 cancels to 0, and 7t plus 0 is 7t, less than or equal to 12 plus 2 is 14. Now, what is the 7 doing to the t? Multiplying. How do we get the t alone? Do the opposite, divide. So we divide by 7 in all three zones. 7 is a positive number, so we do not change the sense or direction of the inequality symbols. We get -10 sevenths, less than or equal to t, less than or equal to 14 divided by 7, which is 2. This is our final answer as an inequality. So we've achieved the first part of this problem. Now we graph the solution set. Notice that the t is in between the -10 sevenths and the +2. So we create our number line. On the left we put the negative number, on the right we put the positive number, and we shade in between. This is what this means. T is in between these two numbers. So this is the shaded part of our number line. Now, because this problem says less than or equal to, we need some sort of a symbol at -10 sevenths and at 2 to indicate that we are including those values. If you are using open dot, close dot notation, then that would mean that you would put a closed dot at this position and a closed dot at this position. However, you could also be using parenthesis bracket notation, in which case you would have -10 sevenths and 2 just as before, but with brackets at both locations. Notice the direction the brackets are pointing. And once again, we shade in the middle. Okay, we've now graphed the solution set, and we've expressed our answer in two different visual representations. We are done with this problem.